What's up guys, welcome to Money Talk, the number one news source and the number one information source for everything and anything regarding the stock market, the financial world, and more specifically LUCID. Today guys, we got a special video on LUCID, a stock that we've been covering since last year when the stock was only around $15 per share, which is now sitting at almost $50 a share. But in today's video guys, we're going to be answering one simple question. This stock has been having a huge run and it's looking very bullish at the time right now. But however, is it too late to buy some LUCID? Or is this only beginning of the bull run for this great company? And their earnings dropped today, so we're going to be talking about their earnings somewhat, and we're going to be talking about where I see this stock headed in the future and whether or not right now at these prices LUCID is still looking bullish or not. But guys, before we get started, if you're watching this video on anything on a YouTube app, there's going to be a button up there that says open app, go to app. I want you guys to press on that. It'll take you directly to the YouTube app on your device. It'll take you out of this weird template you're on, whether you're on Google Chrome or you're on Safari browser, and it'll make the video a whole lot more pleasing to your eye. So now that you've done that, let's get this video on LUCID and whether or not LUCID is still bullish or is it just simply a hold. Start. But guys, before we get to that, just a quick update that there are now only 3 spots remaining on the $20 version of the Patreon. Now, for those that don't know what the Patreon is, just a quick update. The Patreon is simply a trade alert system with a bunch of other benefits onto it. So my Patreon, guys, comes at $20 per month, and it is a trade alert system with a 10% profit guaranteed. That's right, 10% profits guaranteed. That means if at the end of the month, the aggregate calls and the calls out, all the calls I've made that month, if the stocks are not up over 10%, then everybody gets absolutely refunded 100% of their money. That's right. Now, it's important to point out 10% is not what I'm aiming for, and I'm aiming upwards of 30 to 50% per month. But however, 10% is guaranteed. Now, alongside that, we do a $200 a month lottery, 1 out of 20 chances. Now, why is it 1 out of 20 chances? That's because this Patreon closes at 20 spots. Now, the next thing that we have is the Wall Street Best Trending Algorithm. What is the Wall Street Best Trending Algorithm, guys? This is something I decided to outsource from Stock Junkies Alternative Data. These guys are known for the #1 accuracy when it comes to alternative data, unlike the free sites that you see on Google and etc. that are just pumping and dumping and telling you some nonsense regarding what is actually trending. Now, what is the Wall Street Best Trending Algorithm? So these guys at Stock Junkies Alternative Data, guys, they put together a algorithm that detects the top 3 most discussed stocks and most mentioned stocks on Wall Street Bets. What is Wall Street Bets? With over 10.8 million community members, this is the #1 spot for all stock market discussions. Okay, they talk about penny stocks, they talk about large cap stocks, they talk about mini cap stocks, and all those stocks are mentioned in one place. Okay, so these guys, they pick out what is trending there and they send it out to people like me for $50 a month. $50 a month. Okay, I pay $50 a month for this data, and I thought, okay, why don't I pay the high premium for the data and then I distribute it to my Patreons for a whole lot cheaper. So check that out, guys. The link is in the comments. And yeah, the link is in the comments. Make sure you guys get that 3 spots left. Now, if you're not able to fill in those 3 spots and you come a little bit late, check out the $30 version of the Patreon, guys. That one is absolutely also worth it. It's just a little bit more expensive for the people that got there late. Okay, but the $30 version comes with a $300 a month raffle instead of a $200 a month raffle. Now, how does the raffle work? Somebody wins, I do a random draw online, somebody wins, and I give out I either Venmo them or I Apple Pay them, or not Apple Pay, I PayPal them, or however they like their money. Okay, Bitcoin. You like Bitcoin? I'll send you Bitcoin. Okay. So check that out, guys. Absolutely worth it. Now let's get talking about LUCID. Okay, so this company, their financials came out today and they were actually looking very good. Well, the truth is they weren't looking very good, but they were looking good in the places where I wanted them to look good. Now, what am I talking about in places that I wanted them to look good and the places that didn't look good that I didn't really care about? Okay, so for example, one thing that didn't really look good and it would turn off a whole lot of investors was the fact that they had a net loss of $524.4 million in the 3rd quarter. Okay, now the truth is, guys, when it comes to a company that is new to the market and is innovating and is coming out with a product and is trying to kind of build its base through branding and etc., a net loss is predicted. Okay, a net loss is predicted for the first couple of years. Now, one thing that I really did like regarding this company, and one thing that had me very, very pleased was the fact that their reservations for the Lucid Air went up from 13,000 to 17,000. Okay, so that means that just shows that there's more interest for, and there's more retail interest for the car. Okay, and that's exactly what we want to see, because there was a lot of doubt in the market going regarding Lucid, talking about, okay, so how is this company that is just going to join the market even going to compete with something like Tesla, this company that is set in the market, people love Tesla, and etc. And just, so how is Lucid going to come and sell a $100,000 car in its first year? Well, right now we have 17,000 reservations. Okay, now of course reservations don't mean complete sales, but they for sure do mean something. Okay, now another thing that really caught my eye was the fact that Lucid confirmed their 20,000 vehicle production target for next year. Now guys, it's important to understand that Lucid has now only delivered 577 cars. Okay, they have only delivered in 2021. They have delivered only 577 cars. Now with the projection, I do believe that Lucid is going to end up delivering around 50,000 cars by 2023. So at 577 cars, the stock is sitting at $45. Okay, $45. Now, what would happen to the share price if they actually do reach their 20,000 car goal by next year, and then they do reach what I believe would be around 50,000 cars by 2023? So what would happen to the stock? This stock will go absolutely ballistic, guys. But does that mean you should buy the stock right now, or can you get a better entry price? Well, personally, guys, just letting you guys know my thoughts and my process behind trading Lucid, as someone who's been holding this stock and has been saying Lucid is basically Tesla with Arab money. Okay, I've been saying that since freaking this company came out and the SPAC merger was confirmed. Okay, so as someone that has been very bullish on Tesla, or Lucid rather, my bad guys, I believe that the $50 range is my price target. Okay, I've put out a $50 price target for this company ever since it was at the around $20 range. Okay, which really wasn't that long ago. It was like 6 weeks ago or something. Okay, guys, and this is what I mean, right? I mean, you can absolutely get a better price, a better buying price, considering that right now, guys, the sector that Lucid is in right now, the EV sector, is having a whole euphoric phase. Okay, and we don't really like to buy stocks when they're going through the euphoria phase, where everything's just bullish and everyone's just bullish on everything and people are just going crazy about a stock. Okay, so personally, I think right now is not the best time to be buying this stock, and I will explain to you guys exactly around what levels I would like to see Lucid at in order for me to actually execute a buy alert. Okay, or put out a buy alert, or whatever you want to call it. So basically, guys, I would like to see Lucid around the $35 range, and that's where I would kind of execute. Now, I know that sounds very bearish, but the truth is, guys, the stock market is very volatile, right? And when you see the stock jump from $24 all the way up to $48, right, in just a matter of under 1 month, and up over 80%, then it absolutely makes you believe, okay, the opposite of that could also happen. Okay, the opposite of that could happen, and all this inflation talk and etc. that we're having, and maybe a Fed switch, right? There's a whole lot of rumors regarding the Fed switching and Jerome Powell no longer being the head Fed. So we're gonna see what's going down. Okay, and I would like to see somewhat of a dip on this stock before it just continues to keep on ripping and ripping and ripping. Now, with that being said, guys, that is my take. Remember what I said. Check out the Patreon. 3 spots remaining. Absolutely worth your money. With the Patreon, guys, also comes the exclusive Money Talk Discord community, where we are a bunch of positive and optimistic, realistically optimistic people, okay, on this market, in this Discord, rather than false pessimists, okay, where you get a lot of that from the bears that are in the market and just bashing your stock and bashing, and we don't really like that. So with that being said, if you guys are excited to join the community, check that out. Okay, check out the Patreon. Absolutely worth your money. Now, with that being said, guys, thank you for watching Money Talk.